Today's video is going to be a little bit different than normal, and you can probably tell by the title. Makeup's great, and I love makeup. I love playing with makeup, obviously. Why else would I be doing this? But as much as I love makeup, there comes a point in time too where I love putting it on my face and having it on, but a little bit after, I'm kind of just ready for it to be off my face. Dom will always laugh at me. I'm always like, okay, I'm ready to wash my face now. I'm ready to get it off. And in that too is kind of like, I love the stuff I do to my skin when there isn't makeup on it, or sometimes I'm just like, oh, my face really needs a mask today. And to me, those type of things are just as much fun as the makeup I put on my face. My biggest thing, especially as I've gotten older, is just skincare. I love it, and I love buying things for skincare. I've said that a couple of times on my channel that I think I have more high-end skincare products than I do makeup, because taking care of my skin is like first and foremost, and the makeup is kind of just like the accent on it, kind of like working out versus spending money on clothes. I don't know if that works. But to me, skincare is important, and I love it. One of the things I love is I love masks. I don't know if it's because of my mom, it's like the fix-all problem. Like, put a mask on, of course everything's gonna be better. But I also just like enjoy masking. It's something I enjoy doing. I enjoy how it makes my face feel. So, long ramble short, this is gonna be my current used masks. Currently using masks. Current mask collection. Probably the best one to title. I'm kind of going to group these in like masks. I don't have that many. I've got 7. I don't know if it's a lot or not. All relative. But, you know, I have different masks for different occasions, of how my skin is feeling or different things. But I enjoy mask time, so I wanted to share with you my current mask collection, because the other thing with masks is I always want to know what else is out there. Like, what should I be trying? Because why not? It's like a fun pampering event. So, yes, my hair is wet because I just got out of the shower. The first mask I have is it's a mask. It's by Rodan Fields, and it is a Step 1 daily cleansing mask. It says redefined on it. So the directions for this is to cover your entire face with a thin product and allow it to dry approximately 2 minutes, and then you rinse with water. So I got this mask when I got a facial, and I asked the lady at the end, I was like, I kind of want, like, what mask do you say, what you recommend? And this is the mask she gave me, and even though this is a daily cleansing mask, she told me to put this on my face once a week for 10 minutes. So this is more of I understand why they're saying daily. It is not a harsh mask on your face. It almost looks like a white, it's a very creamy, liquidy product. But there are tiny granules in it. So I apply a thin layer to my face. I wait 10 to 15 minutes. It does dry down. Almost like, it reminds me of chalk. If the liquid form of chalk was on your face and then dried down. And then it has little granules on it. So after 10 or 15 minutes, I wash it off my face. And there is nothing, I keep saying harsh about this, but it's not like my skin after feels like it was rubbed or tugged or pulled anything out. But I like this mask for the sense of, sometimes I'm like, oh, I just want to throw on a nice exfoliating, clearing mask that's not too harsh, but isn't too soft as well. This is a great in the middle kind of mask. So I think of this as a cleansing mask. That's a very good way to deem this. But again, this isn't simple. I just did this like on Monday, and I always do this one once a week. Throw it on, go about my business, and then when I wash it off, what's nice is that the little beads in it as you're washing it off comes off. So this is a great cleansing mask. The I have with this is it was $65, and I personally do not believe it was worth $65. I know Rodan Fields is an expensive skincare brand, and it's great. I like it. It's nice. I just have other masks that, though they do different things, I have a feeling I could find a dupe for this for cheaper. I just don't believe it is worth $65. But since I have paid the $65, I'm going to use it. Next, I have the Aztec Secret Indian Healing Clay, world's most powerful facial deep pore cleansing facial mask. So I heard about this through Kathleen Lights, and she said it was an amazing, intense mask, and I have to agree. I love this mask. I bought it on Amazon. It was $10, and it is a powder formula, and it says to mix equal parts of the clay, this is the clay part, with raw apple cider vinegar. You mix it. You have to use a non-metal bowl and a non-metal spoon, which I've never really gotten into, but I'm sure it has to do with the pH balance or the acidic components of it. So I always just kind of put a little bit of this in my hands and mix kind of the apple cider vinegar on top of it, and until it's like a liquid moussey formula. Sometimes it's more liquidy, sometimes it's more moussey, and I put it all over my face. You're supposed to let it dry for 5 to 10 minutes for delicate skin, and 15 to 20. I'm probably the 15 to 20, but I can understand why it would say 10 to 15. And then you remove the mask with water. So this is intense. This is intense. It says on here that you will feel, or there's someone here that talks about the pulsing effect you will feel. Actually, it literally says that, feel your face pulse. So it literally feels like it is sucking stuff out of your skin. I don't know what is the Aztec secret, but it is, and I could see some people finding it painful. I do not. But your face, it feels like your heart beats in your face, but it feels like it's sucking or it's pulling stuff out, and it does get tight when it dries down. Personally, I love it. I'm like, yes, baby, work the face. It also says on here, and it's true, that after you rinse it all off, you will have redness, and I mean redness everywhere where the mask was. I kind of like that too, because it, to me, feels like it is doing something. I also like that this uses the apple cider vinegar, because I know in general apple cider vinegar is good for inside your body, outside of your body. So the fact that I'm mixing the mask with that makes me feel like that makes sense to me. So this is great when I need that intense fix on my face to really feel like I'm getting stuff out. I love this. Now it says you could use it once a week. I think about using this mask once a week. The only thing that kind of sucks is the fact that it's like, you gotta get this, you gotta get the apple cider, you gotta mix it like that. Sometimes I just want to throw it on and keep moving. So I would say I use this like once every 2 weeks, but this is the one like I want to use all the time, because you feel like you're getting so much out of it in your skin, and especially when you're having a really bad skin issue. So next is kind of a mask that I believe would be a drugstore variation-ish of that Aztec clay healing, but get that one first. It's the L'Oreal Pure Clay Mask, and it's the green one. I really wish this had more. There's 3 of them. There might be more now. I can't remember. They're different ones. This is the green one. I believe it's like eucalyptus something or other. See this kind of in my mind as a dupe for that one, not just because they're green, but this is a pretty intense suckage mask, but it's nowhere near that one. I want to say this is great for L'Oreal. I do not have like drugstore masks. I just haven't tried them. I should probably venture out more, but I heard a lot of great things about this. I forget what exact YouTuber I heard talk about this, but I've heard great things, and I got it, and I will say it is great. They do have 3 different ones. I know this must have been, because I usually do, pore cleansing or something of that. Look, I'm almost done, obviously. So it is a green, thicker texture. almost literally clay or Play-Doh-like. But you put that all over your face and you let it dry, and it will dry down pretty rough like this one, but it doesn't do the pulsing or anything, but your face will get tight and it smells really nice too. I think it's like the less powerful version of that, maybe if you wanted to try something like that. But this is always great when, one, I don't feel like maybe doing as much with that one, or I don't want the intense like redness. This does not leave your face all red or pulsating, so it's like the less painful, but it's not painful, the less powerful version of that. So I probably use this then like once every 2 to 3 weeks if I'm like, oh, I want something a bit more powerful, but not that one. And I would repurchase this, or I'm planning on repurchasing this when I'm out. Next up, I would say, is like my second favorite mask. This is the Boscia. I always struggle with this. Luminizing black mask. This is a peel-off mask. I love this mask. This is my second or third one of this mask, and Dawn loves this mask too. This is one of those masks where, I mean, it is black. It is like thick and goopy. You want to apply a pretty thick, even layer because you want it to dry down and be able to peel it off. I love this mask because when you peel it off, just like I like the Aztec one, when you peel it off, it feels like you're peeling a new skin off. It's not painful unless you get into your baby hairs, but it just feels like you're revealing new skin. And Dom loves it because he's like, I just feel like I'm getting all the gunk out of my face. You're supposed to leave this on for 30 minutes. I would say that's accurate because it's like a sticky. It takes a little bit and you really want it to dry down, so when you peel it, you're good to go. But I have no problems peeling this off. I remember for a little while on the internet, that horrible black mask was going around where it like was literally ripping people's skin off pretty much. That is not this mask. It pulls, I wouldn't say it pulls any more than like a Biore strip does or anything like this. I love this mask. I like to do this like once, twice a week just because I feel like I'm getting a fresh new skin. It can kind of suck because it's a little bit goopy trying to get it on, and it's sticky and it gets all over your fingers. And it does feel like you use a lot of time. Again, this is my second or third one, but Dom and I both do use this. And I use it in conjunction with other masks. But at one time, it feels like you're using a lot because you're using thick layer of it. But honestly, I love it. It's worth the price. I should have looked this up. I want to say it's like $26 to $30. So for me, it's worth it. Some people might not think so, but I love it. Next up is another peel off mask. This is the First Aid Beauty Skin Rescue Purifying Mask with Red Clay. I heard about this from Gina Shkita, Jin's Makeup on YouTube. She's got great skin, and I like a lot of her mask suggestions. And I was looking for another peel-off mask. So this mask is with Red Clay, and it says it minimizes the appearance of pores, removes excess sebum, and mattify. I have very oily skin, so I heard that and I was like, sign me up. This is not as goopy, I would say, as the black one. It's a little bit more sheer. I don't put as thick of a layer on with this mask, but I pull it all over my face. I wait about 20 minutes and I peel it off. I love this. It is not as intense as the black luminizing mask, but I feel as though it does remove those excess oils, and almost like I've been saying, that I'm not feeling like removing a new skin onto my face, and I'm just like, oh, I literally do just want to like purify my skin a little bit, excess oil, maybe a little bit of clogged pores. I use this mask. It's a little less harsh than the Boscia one. It was about, I want to say it was $26 too, and I'm not sure if I'm going to repurchase it or not, just because I fall into that whim of, oh, I want to try something new. But there would be no doubt that if I tried something new and didn't like it, I would come back to this. Then I have another L'Oreal clay mask. This is in the blue one. I feel like this was like seaweed or something. It was for like calming or soothing skin. And I specifically bought this when I was having uncalm, unsmooth skin. I have used this for the last 3 months and I like it. What's weird about it is like a literally like algae almost, I want to say. It's very smooth. It almost feels like a moisturizer and it doesn't dry down, but it does. It reminds me kind of like icing, when icing gets like a little hard on top, but it like if you push on it you can still like feel it. So it does like dry down on the face, but not like dry cracking off as some of the other like clay masks do. And I really like this for when my skin is very like uncalm, when it's like red, but I'm not trying to like irritate it even more by putting an intense clay mask on and ripping it off, or a peel mask. And I really want something to just soothe my skin. This is great and almost a little bit moisturizing. I really like it for that. Again, I don't use this one often. I use this in like conjunction with like some other things. I might use this after I do the really intense mask, or maybe I'll do it in a certain area that I'm not using the intense mask in. So I kind of use this in combination with other masks. And then last but not least is probably like my third favorite mask. And I also use this one in like conjunction with other masks. It's the Origins Out of Trouble 10-minute mask to rescue problem skin. I believe this was Nicole Guerrero originally, and I bought it and thus since heard a ton of people talk about it, but I love this mask. Again, it is kind of like that L'Oreal one in the sense that it dries down but like doesn't dry down. It reminds me of like some sort of acne medicine, or that zinc sunscreen people used to put on their nose. Very thick cream. It is. It's almost like sunscreen. It smells like, I imagine, like that sunscreen on the nose to be, but you put it on and it says 10 minutes. Probably I leave it on for 20, and again, it dries down sort of kind of, but not the dry that you would probably be thinking about with a mask. And then you wash it off your face. I will say when you're washing it off, almost like a moisturizer, it just kind of like spreads around. But this is great for problem areas, for slick spots. I love just putting this on pimples, or if I'm doing one of the other masks, I might still do this after because it's not intense on the face. But I love using this. I feel like it feels as though it's acne medicine. So I love using this after a different mask, or maybe in some spots that one of those masks didn't. This is like my third favorite. This is great. It had to have been that $25 to $30 range. I should really have looked it up beforehand. So that is it for my current mask collection. I think I forgot to say at the beginning of this video, so obviously I did not have makeup on. I thought this might be a good video to just not wear makeup. One, because we're talking about skincare and masks, so this is my face without any makeup on that I've used with these masks. Two, it's kind of challenging myself as well, that it can be kind of hard to film oneself without makeup because you don't look maybe how you want to look, or the way that you're supposed to, or the belief is you should look on here, especially if it's a makeup channel and I'm always putting on makeup and I feel like I look better with makeup. So I also want to come on here without makeup, especially when I'm talking about the things that are about not wearing makeup, and because I don't feel like putting on makeup right now. The day is done for me. This is the makeup time. That's all I have. I hope you enjoy. I know this is a little bit different, but if you love makeup, you really should love skincare, because we gotta prime the face with the skincare and true essence of it. Hope you enjoy. Please rate, comment, subscribe, thumb up, thumb down. Please give me your mask suggestions, because obviously I just wanted an excuse to buy more. Please. That's all, folks. I will see you in the next one.